Hey Marley, would you like to learn how to make a spell containment bottle? What do you think? Yes? No? First thing we need is a little mini glass bottle with a cork. We're going to fill it with some glitter glue. You can use any color that you like. And then once it's full of that, we're going to take one of these pre-printed labels, which uses the font Black Adder, and then we're going to wash it over with some paint from Citadel, using a wash brush to make it look old. And then finally, we're going to use these little wax melts to put a topper on the bottle. And we'll need a candle to get it all melted nicely. Okay, so to fill up the bottles, you're going to take your glitter glue, whatever color you want it, stick it all the way down into the bottle, and squeeze. Now, it is important that you want to try and fill the whole thing, so it's good if you can kind of move it around a little bit as you're filling it, or shake it, or jiggle it, or wiggle it. And then go all the way up to the top, because you want to have enough in there so that it'll help hold the cork at the end. You can always wipe off the excess with a bit of tissue, and voila. Look at that, a little bottle of magic right there. So for the labels, these are just pre-printed shipping labels. You can print whatever you want to on them. And then I take them and very carefully, or not really that carefully, tear off the excess label. I want it to have a torn edge because once we've used the paint, this will help it look old. It's like something a wizard might have thrown together. And I put it back on the paper, and I'm going to use some paint. This is a shading paint from Citadel, but you could honestly use any bit of paint that you've watered down with water. You could also use a tea stain. So make a cup of tea, let it sit for a bit, and then dab it on your label. You can do that with large maps as well. I do blot off the excess, and then you can see we've got a little label. In this final step, we're going to take melted sealing wax and drip it around the cork of the bottle. Now, this is an optional step, but it does do two things. One, I think it looks pretty cool, and two, it helps seal the cork onto the bottle and keep it nice and tight. And it's perfectly okay if things drip down the side. Just be careful that you don't drip it on yourself because it's very, very hot. And there you go, the finished product. Little spell bottles. You can do any color you want, any color wax you want, any kind of label you want. So really, you can make it look exactly like you want. And I hope, if you make some, that you send me pictures of what you make, because I would love to see it. So Marley, what do you think of the spell potion bottle? Do you like it? Oh, okay. Well, it's not for you anyway.